boxing has come back to him since he's been with Freddie Roach. When his eyes open in the morning, he has the thought, the harder I work, the better the future. The immediate future, should he win this fight, is Canelo Alvarez. And as you heard Daniel Geale say, he's going to try to spoil those plans.
Alvarez looked sensational just a few weeks ago against James Kirkland. So there's a prelude to what takes place tonight. Some fans will be looking to see, does Cotto answer back to Canelo with something equally as impressive as what Canelo was able to do against Kirkland? First punch of the fight is a hard Miguel Cotto left hook to the body, and that is his trademark shot.
A very good left hook to the body at that, Jim.
That's sort of like Miguel saying hello to an opponent.
Well, he had
in the ring with Miguel Cotto.
Well, he had to say hello early because this is a much bigger opponent. He came in weighing at the junior middleweight division, so he has to do something to let this bigger guy know that he must beware.
We told you about the unofficial weight for Geale and how much he was able to rehydrate overnight. We do not have an unofficial weight on Miguel Cotto. He has not been weighed other than at the weigh-in yesterday, 153.6. But a reasonable expectation is that he would have rehydrated maybe up to 160, probably not beyond.
Yeah, I don't know if it's obvious on television. We have monitors here, and it doesn't look as obvious on TV as live here. But Daniel Geale's size advantage is pronounced. I know Miguel Cotto's obviously the stockier guy, but Geale is a much bigger guy, it looks like here.
Yeah, it does, but Miguel Cotto also hurt Daniel Geale with that last body shot he hit him with. If you watch it, you saw that arm snatch back really, really quickly. Shows you that he has that respect already.
There's a left hook to the head by Cotto. Perfect, short, tight shot inside that landed and also seemed to bother Daniel Geale.
I thought Cotto made his presence known with the very first punch of the fight, that left hook to the body. And he's also boxed pretty well here.
Cotto moving well on his feet. Lands another left hook, and Daniel Geale isn't going to be able to stop Miguel Cotto from landing left hooks. He will not have a chance to win the fight.
No, but he just landed a pretty good left hook of his own.
Cotto's ability to carry his punch up with him in weight has been impressive, both against Sergio Martinez, and you've seen some hard shots here tonight so far.
Well, that's the one thing about a good puncher in professional boxing. If you can punch, you pretty much can punch at any weight class.
Cotto landed another left hook inside. Geale's going to have to find a way to try to stop or elude Cotto's left hook. Getting hit with too many of them here in the first round.
Getting outboxed from the outside by the shorter fighter is not a good look for Geale early.
Geale with a three-punch combination, but the punches were glancing blows. Didn't land solidly.
And those body shots are already making Geale keep his hands at home more than he really wants to, because he can't afford to give up the left hook to the body.
And Cotto, as Geale favors his body, trying to stop that left hook downstairs, Cotto's landing jabs upstairs.
And Cotto also knows that he can swap a left hook for anything that Geale throws.
Okay, now, the guy in this guy really good with the jab and the combinations, okay? Let's press it a little bit more. Do not let him come to you, okay? Do not let him get off first, okay? All right, that's the key, okay? Don't give him any momentum at all, all right? Keep in charge. Got the jab, right, body, head, good combinations, right, beautiful combination, body, back, head, all right?
Here's when you know a punch has a good effect on your opponent. When you see this body shot land, you watch that right elbow snatch back just a second too late, though. The punch already did its damage, but you know it did damage because you saw that arm try to get back and block that spot.
Both fighters landed, or excuse me, both fighters threw 41 punches by CompuBox count in round one. Cotto landed 14, Geale landed 9. Unofficial CompuBox numbers in the first round.
You see the brilliance of Freddie Roach in the corner. Cotto has success boxing, but just because he can box doesn't mean he should. Freddie wants to see an aggressive, in-charge Miguel Cotto coming forward.
Doesn't want to let Geale get into the fight. That left hook hurt Geale.
He landed a good right hand, but Cotto hurt him back with the left hook.
And Freddie's doing a very smart job of that because you never let the guy get momentum, especially when he already has a size advantage on your fighter.
Cotto has a good left hook upstairs, always has. Has a good left hand, period.
And there's the great left hook to the body right there.
His body punch, his left hook to the body, has always been, when he's thrown it, one of the 3 or 4 most devastating weapons in boxing, in my opinion.
But for 3 or 4 years in the middle of his career, Roy Jones, that left hook seemed to disappear. What happened and how did it come back?
Well, he wasn't really setting it up. Guys were preparing for it, so he wouldn't throw it as much. When guys started looking for a punch, he seemed to not throw it as often. Freddie Roach came and said, look, if you're going to be the best Miguel Cotto, you have to use your best weapons, which are your left hook to the head and your left hook to the body. So he brought it back.
And he stopped Gill's momentum there with a jab. While Roy was speaking early in that sequence, you saw Cotto land another left hook to the body. So the money punch is back in a very big way for Miguel Cotto, as it was against Sergio Martinez, as it was against Delvin Rodriguez. That was obviously priority 1 for Freddie Roach, to put the left hook back into the arsenal. Gill touches the canvas with a glove, and referee Harvey Dock rules it not a knockdown.
So far, what we're seeing is 2 different classes of fighter. Gill's a good fighter, always been a good fighter. But Cotto is of a certain class of fighter where he's been able, as Roy said, not only to carry his punch up, but success up with him from 140 to 47 to 54 to the middleweight division.
Well, if you're looking for Gill's deficiency coming in, it's difficult to define other than that there's no X factor. There's just no weapon for Daniel Gill, which can change a fight the way Cotto can change it with his left hook.
Well, his size may change it, Jim. You got to be careful here because he's doing a good job of moving around. Now he's avoiding the left hook better. He's big enough to absorb some of this punishment and last for a little while. He's naturally a very tough character. So if Cotto does not go ahead and discourage him and lets him get into this fight, we could see a change here.
How should Gill move to try to blunt Cotto's left hook?
He has to move to the right to stay away, to the left to stay away from it. Right then he moved to the right and ran right into it.
This Tuesday, join me for a one-of-a-kind look at boxing's biggest stories and issues on our next installment of The Fight Game. Next Saturday, 126-pound title holder Nicholas Walters is back against Miguel Mariaga, who beat him twice in the amateurs. Also that night, the HBO debut of elite prospect Felix Verdejo, who matches up with Ivan Najera. And there it is, Triple G at ringside. The crowd erupted about 30 minutes ago when he entered the ring and caused a stir. And now the crowd erupts again as Triple G's picture appears on the screen above the ring.
Good evening. When you land this, you can go one-handed. Just turn it slow.
CompuBox numbers in round 2. Cotto 18 out of 54. Gill 8 out of 37. So logic tells you that Miguel Cotto probably has already put the first 2 rounds in the book.
Cotto's doing a real good job, I think, tonight, blocking with his shoulders, Roy, slipping punches with very little extra movement.
He's showing a lot of defensive moves, great left and right shots to the body, but he's very defensive. He stays low when he punches. That's always a great thing. Good jab by Cotto.
Let's not forget that Cotto jab that lands like a power punch because he's naturally left-handed.
And that was the weapon that he used to neutralize the speed of Shane Mosley back in the day.
Maybe Cotto's greatest performance, a decision win over Mosley across the river in Manhattan.
When Mosley was still more or less in his prime.
On a night when CompuBox counted the 2 fighters landing an identical number of punches over a 12-round fight.
Could have gone either way, but, you know, no one was going to have a cakewalk with that Shane Mosley.
Well, I thought Cotto landed the more telling punches is why I thought they gave it to him. But Shane was a very tough competitor at that time.
I believe the judges agreed with you on that, Roy. I believe he did get the decision by landing harder, more solid blows down the stretch of the fight.
turned boxer late in that fight, but Freddie wants, especially the last 2 rounds, Freddie wants him to go back to aggressive fighter, throwing that hook to the body, and he, by and large, has been doing it tonight, although there have been plenty of stretches like this where he shows off his boxing skills.
Again, the left hook to the body. Again, Gil moves away after the punch.
But Gil has not proven yet that he really can hurt Cotto with 1 punch. So Cotto can do what he wants to do right now. He's still in a very comfortable envelope as he proceeds in this fight.
Hard left hook to the body by Cotto. Gil continuing to move to the right from time to time and put himself in a position for Cotto to land that left-hand shot.
And he constantly lands it to the head and to the body.
It's just the amount of work he now puts into the body. Precise body shots. He's putting the money in the bank from round 1. And so those shots have a cumulative effect because it's 10, 12 shots hard with both hands to the body every round.
Left and right hand, like you said, Max. He just ran to a good overhand right there, though.
That's been Gil's best punch so far, is that right hand.
Moments ago, you saw the CompuBox number on the fly at the bottom of the screen, demonstrating that Cotto has now doubled Gil in terms of landed punches. Knocks Gil back into the ropes for the right hand. Fires the left hook to the body again. Melissa Cotto at ringside, along with the rest of the Cotto family.
Nice one, okay, nice combination again. Alright, but now I have the combinations, so I get lazy and stand in front of them. Alright? My head movement all the time, defense, alright? Good head movement, alright? Nice and loose, alright?
More punches, you know what I mean? Just too many single punches, you know? Any place you're going to get in, that's all. Don't worry about that. You get frustrated. Okay? What's the time? Minutes. A little more aggressive for some more punches, running combinations. When you hit, don't be happy with 1. Put your hands up, don't go 1, have a look, go for the second one, and let them go. Let's go.
Gil listening intently to trainer Graham Shaw. Graham Shaw, I think, trying to relax Gil, speaking in a measured tone. You can win this thing. Hasn't seemed to be in position to win a round so far. Harold, how do you have it through 3?
I agree with you, Jim. 3-0, 30-27, Miguel Cotto. You know, Jim, I love the way Miguel Cotto circles and sets up that left hook. I mean, we see the left hook. We're talking about the left hooks. Let's talk about the way he moves. I mean, he's using that ring beautifully. Circles to the left. Doesn't go back to the right too often, but he circles to the left, sets it up, then he moves inside, and bam, he throws that left hook. Really using the ring closer. There it is.
Down goes Gil on a solid left-hand shot. 7, 8, 9. The overnight weight gain may have been too little too late.
That was just a beautifully landed left hook, Jim.
Just sensational.
Low to the body like he's doing right now, and came back up to the head with a beautiful left hook. Good body shots. The referee looking to stop it now.
Watching intently, and now Gil tries to fight his way out and goes down for a second time. That time on account of right hand.
Listen to this crowd.
6, 7, 8, look out.
And for the second year in a row, Daniel Gil tells a New York referee he's had enough in the ring. And Miguel Cotto has a 4th-round knockout victory.
None of these people are thinking about a catch weight, 157 pounds. All they can see, all they can think about is a devastating Miguel Cotto performance where he boxed beautifully throughout, and then when he needed to, threw the left hook like Joe Frazier.
A sensational performance by Miguel Cotto. His 3rd consecutive sensational performance under the care of Freddie Roach. And what a marriage this relationship between Cotto and Roach is turning out to be.
Has been the best, absolute best move that Cotto has ever made in his entire professional career.
Now let's go to the replays, Roy, and take a look at how Cotto closed the show.
Well, here you see he's on the attack. He goes low with the right hand, and comes following up with the left hook right on the button. If he hits any